Retired law professor Alan Dershowitz says the Obama administration launched a politically motivated investigation after a demand to do so by George Soros. And Dershowitz says he can prove it. Chief Breaking News correspondent Trace Gallagher has the latest on this story. Hey, Trace.
Hi, Tucker. Alan Dershowitz says it's very common for, quote, people to whisper to presidents and for presidents to whisper to the Justice Department. The Harvard law professor emeritus also said it's wrong. Whoever does it, nonetheless, it's common. But ears perked up when Dershowitz said this. Watch.
I have some information as well about the Obama administration, which will be disclosed in a lawsuit at some point, but I'm not prepared to disclose it now, about how President Obama personally asked the FBI to investigate somebody on behalf of George Soros, who was a close ally of his.
George Soros, of course, is the left-wing billionaire mega-donor, and Dershowitz also claims he has the evidence to back up his statement, pointing to the actual 302 form, which is significant considering that's the primary form the FBI uses to memorialize witness statements. All of this comes in the wake of Attorney General Bill Barr openly asking President Trump to stop tweeting about ongoing Justice Department matters. Barr also says President Trump never personally intervened in a criminal matter. A group of 1,000 former DOJ officials, organized by a left-wing group, then sent a letter demanding Barr's resignation. Alan Dershowitz says when those 1,000 former DOJ officials learn about President Obama whispering to the DOJ, he doubts they would pass the shoe on the other foot test. The Washington Post has slammed Bill Barr for acting as Trump's wingman, even though former AG Eric Holder publicly identified himself as Obama's wingman. Tucker.
Amazing.
President. I want the president to succeed. When you're flying in an airplane, you root for the pilot.
So the book is out now, the case against the Democratic House impeaching Trump. We have to ask you before you hit the road, basically about what happened in Florida with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. I know that you were his attorney.
I was his attorney during the time that he was being prosecuted. I have no legal, I've not taken a fee from him in years and years and years. But when you're somebody's attorney, you can't stop answering questions. So when he has a question now about the deal that was struck, I'm available to talk to him.
You know, there was a big investigation. The Miami Herald just did it, and of course your name came up about possible accusations of dealing with women who were underage.
Totally made up. Look, as to the first woman who accused me, her own lawyer admitted in front of witnesses that she was wrong, just wrong, that I couldn't have been in the places. The second woman is a woman who wrote to the New York Post claiming she had videotapes of Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump having sex with underage girls. The New York Post said, we don't believe you. They wouldn't even publish her story, but she's one of the people. So, you know, these are all come from the same source, David Boies, the attorney who's furious at me because I filed bar charges, unethical bar charges against him, and he threatened me that unless I withdrew the bar charges, he would find somebody else to accuse me. I don't think anybody believes this. Anybody takes this seriously. It's not like Me Too. Me Too, the men all knew the women. I never met these people. They're total strangers to me, and I'm looking for an opportunity. I'm looking for a trial. Let's have a hearing. There are emails are secret, but that prove not only that I was framed, but who framed me. It names names. These people are going to go to jail once these emails come out, because this was a total frame-up for financial reasons, and I can prove it and will prove it. Have me back on the show when the emails come out. Boy, will it be so interesting. There'll be prominent people in handcuffs. Prominent people in handcuffs. Once these emails come out.
All right. Alan Dershowitz, always a pleasure to have you here.